this here is Mr. X. Say hello to Mr. X. Mr. X seems to have lost his value, and we're going to have to help him find his value. How? Well, Mr. X can be found in a one-variable algebraic equation. And it seems as though Mr. X does not know how to find his value, so it's going to be up to us as a group to find Mr. X's value in a one-variable algebraic equation. Doesn't that sound exciting? I am so ready. Let's help him.
The first thing that you must do when solving a one-variable algebraic equation is to, of course, write down the problem. That is the very first step in solving an algebraic equation. It helps you to visualize how to solve the problem. The next thing you would do is to decide whether you use addition or subtraction to isolate the variable from the term. As you can see, Mr. X is attached to -4. And along with -4x, we are adding a 7. So we would have to separate the coefficient, which is -4x, away from the whole number 7. In order to do that, as you can see, the 7 is being added. So in order to separate it, we would have to do the opposite so that we eliminate 7. The way to eliminate 7 would be to subtract, which is the opposite of adding. This would automatically cancel out both 7s. And of course in algebra, you would have whatever you do on one side would of course have to be done on the other side. So being that we are subtracting 7 on this side, we would need to subtract 7 on the other side of the equal sign, which is what we're doing. In that case, we would end up with -4x equals 15 minus 7. And 15 minus 7 is 8. Therefore, we would bring down our -4x, which still remains, along with our equal sign and our 8. The next step that we must follow is we must eliminate the variable because we have to help Mr. X find his value. Correct? Correct. So the best way to do that is we have to figure out a way to eliminate the variable from the number. In order to do that, we have to again do the opposite of what is being done to Mr. X. Technically, Mr. X is being multiplied to -4. So the opposite of multiplication, of course, is division. So in order to get rid of the -4, we would of course have to divide -4 from -4x, as well from the 8 on the other side of the equal sign. And our answer would be x equals -2. Congratulations! It looks like we have helped Mr. X find his value. But how do we know that this is the correct term? The correct answer? Well, why don't we check our answer? The best way to check your answer would be to take the -2, since Mr. X is -2, and plug it into our original equation. So remember, our original equation was -4x plus 7 equals 15. We would then plug in -2 in where the x is. And it would look like this. -4 multiplied by -2, which is in parentheses, plus 7 equals 15. And of course, when you're dealing with a problem like this, you would of course do what is in parentheses first, and you would do multiplication first. So negative 4 times negative 2. Remember, a negative times a negative equals a positive. So negative 4 multiplied by negative 2 is 8. We would then bring down our 7, and then we would bring down the equal sign as well as our 15. After that, the next step is to add 8 and 7. And of course, 8 plus 7 is 15. So does 15 equal 15? Of course it does. And so, that, my friend, is how we solve our one variable algebraic equation.